What they say about people who represent themselves, you have a fool for a client. It takes years of training. Yeah. Don't interrupt me when I speak. Stop. Do you want to interrupt me again, ma'am? Ma'am, you just be quiet.
Wow.
Focus on me. Focus on me. This isn't first grade. You're an adult. You've been warned. You want to speak over me again?
What you want to do is what you kind of
Ma'am, you're in timeout. We're going to treat you like the child you're acting like. You're in timeout. I'll deal with this next week.
Why are you pulling out?
Ma'am, you're under arrest. That's why. You're Brittany Cherie Sylvester.
Yes, that's right.
In 21-38966, there is a second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation motion filed January of this year. So we've gone through about a half a year, and we need to move forward one way or the other. What are we going to do on this, David?
She had some problems. I've spoken to her on more than one occasion. These started, I believe, in early January, February, something like that. Miss Sylvester denied that she pled guilty before the court on the original case here. Basically, as we went through the motion to revoke probation, she denied committing any of them and wanted to talk to the court about whether she committed any of these offenses because she didn't think that she should be here. She has not violated her probation, I guess is what I think she is stating.
Correct. I have not violated it. I have made every...
No, you've never been on probation?
I've been on probation now since 2022 of December.
Yeah. That's not what you just said, David.
I've never been in any trouble or anything like that.
No, here's what's been alleged is you failed to report to the probation office in June of 23, August of 23, and September of 23. You failed to work faithfully at suitable employment and provide verification of such in arrears and court fees as of January. But some people can't pay. And if you can't pay, you don't go to jail on my watch.
Well,
and hold on, one more. And this says you failed to report to the probation office on or about September 14th, 2024 for a judicial review.
Statement moved to amend that date to September 13th, Judge.
I was not aware that I needed to go back to the probation office based on what I was told over the...
Okay, hold on. That's for me to decide and a hearing. I mean, you're going to plead untrue to it is what we're saying, what you're saying. I'm not going to change it. It says on or about September 14th. Right. Well, it's good enough for me.
What I would like to add is that I've made every effort to keep the check-in dates with my probation officer, several times. I then was rescheduled.
Hold on. Here's what we're going to do. If you're pleading untrue to all of these, then we have a hearing in front of me. That's me to decide. I get to hear both sides, and then I make the decision. That's the way it works.
Well, what I would like is for the probation to be reinstated.
Okay, I understand what you like. I'll listen to that at the end of the hearing.
Okay, so that's not something that can be done today.
We can do the hearing today if you want. These are all. That's what I just told you.
That is what I would
You need to prepare for this?
I think
reinstated. That way I can be on my way because I've got a special needs child to take care of. I've got a family.
Who's taking care of the child now?
A gospel singing career as well.
Who's taking care of the child now?
Me.
No, but when you're in jail, I mean, the child's not with you. Who's taking care of the child when you're stuck?
My child is in a safety place. He's in a safe place, so I can't.
A family?
Yes, he's with a close family member.
All right.
So he is safe. He's with me, however, yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That is what I'm saying.
All right, what do we want to do today?
Judge, I believe that what Ms. Sylvester wanted to do today was to have these addressed by the court.
But we have to go through a hearing and enter pleas.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think that's what the court said.
Is that what we're going to do?
Hearing. Yes, sir.
All right. Raise your right hand, man. Raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you may make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
All right, lower your hand. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation? Can we proceed in a summary fashion to move this along?
Yes, Your Honor.
In summary, ma'am, this states that on December 19th, 2022, in this court, I placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 10 years for the third degree felony of assault on a public servant. Is all of that true? Is all of that true?
Could you read me the date again? You said
December 19th, 2022. You were placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation.
Well, correct.
Is that correct? All right. That's what it shows in all this file.
Correct.
Allegation number 1 states you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office on or about June 18th, 2023, August 14th, 2023. Now we're going back 2 years. September 6th, 23, in violation of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue.
Okay, that's all you need to say. We're going to hear both sides on that. This states number 2, you failed to work faithfully at suitable employment and provide verification of that in violation of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue.
Okay, that's all. No, you're going to get to explain that. We just need to figure out what's true, what's not first. 3, you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue. That one is true because so yes.
Okay, you'll be able to explain all of that later.
That one is a
4,
yes.
you failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the anger management program parts.
Then no.
All right. I'm not going to go on this. You're paying as much as you can pay toward all of these costs and everything, aren't you?
I'm paying in count 5, Judge.
Yeah, I don't even want to go into the money. 6, you failed to report to the probation office on or about September 14th, 2024 for a judicial review. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue because I wasn't
That's all we
given
need.
the information.
Yep, that's all we need to know. No objections. Go ahead, state.
I would call Dominique Mayfield.
Yes, she would, like I stated, she would call and ask to reschedule, but those dates that she would be rescheduled for, she didn't attend.
Wow.
So out of the times,
Ma'am, you know what? Don't be rude. She gets to speak. Yes, you were.
I'm not trying to.
You just be quiet.
Okay,
You get a
I
chance to just don't make comments when the lady is speaking. Please, thank you. And we won't interrupt you and be rude.
Okay, thank you. I didn't mean
If
to.
rude was a condition of probation, you'd be revoked for that. Go ahead.
Now, basically, let's go back to 2023. It sounds like she didn't report back at that time. I mean, before you were actually there, but that's what the records would indicate.
Yes.
Is that right? And this wasn't dealing with you, is dealing with your predecessor. But she didn't report back then, right?
Correct.
All right. And what efforts were made to help her get some assistance in being able to report, I guess?
At that time, when I was working with her, she did inform me that she was homeless. As far as that, on my end, I try to give resources of different places that you can go if it need be for clothing, food, and different things like that. I do give out resources.
Well, you said that she wasn't trying to work during the time when you the earlier part of the time you were employed at probation. Was she employed during that time, as far as you know?
No.
so perhaps we should focus on counts 2, 4.
It's already been found true. Go ahead. Go to the next one.
That I was working at Wendy's while I was on probation in 2023.
Let me ask you that question, and you answer the question, okay?
Okay.
All right, now let's wait until it's time for you to discuss it,
Okay.
so we could go ahead and ask.
Go ahead.
As the present witness, Judge, I'll do this however you want me to. I just
Move forward. Just move forward.
Well,
Logging down.
Miss Sylvester, where are you working back at that time in 2023?
In 2023, I was working at Wendy's as well as I was working at Steak and Shake. So I had two jobs at one time, and my probation officer at that time was Mr. Moody, who did come inside of Wendy's and witness me physically working there. And he just happened to come by, is what he said. He wanted to see if I was working and for work at. I was catering is what I was doing, so I would go out with my non-tuna meals and try to sell those for,
Did you know that?
lunch.
No.
It doesn't do any good if the probation office is not aware of that.
Was this before?
You can't do it you're not on your own probation. You're supervised. We can't supervise you if you're doing things out there that you're not telling the people what you're doing. You don't get credit for it. You can talk all day long about it. I'm not going to give you credit unless they know, and they supervise you. You don't supervise yourself on probation. They supervise you. And there's no supervision when you're doing things on your own and not telling them. You don't get credit for it. You're going to waste your time. And you don't get credit. David, go to the next one. She sounds like she's trying to work. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you tried to get employment then back at that time.
Marva Carthon was your probation office?
Who?
Marva Carthon?
Miss Value.
Miss Harthorn, but there is somebody there last name of with the last name Valier. There's somebody there with that last name as well. I think I had at least 3 different probation officers that I am aware of.
Okay.
Miss Mayfield is the third one. I wasn't giving any notice. I just figured maybe people quit. So I may have misspoke as far as the name.
What about
However, Miss Hart
anger management program?
is one of the people that was
Focus on me. Focus on me. Anger management.
Did you go to the anger management program?
I went and they didn't show up. Nobody showed up for the class that I was signed up for at Family Services. I spoke with Crystal, who was the attendant working at Family Services at one of their off-site campuses where they do offer anger management. I asked her what was going on as far as why no one showed up. She said she didn't know. She was going to call them and find out why they didn't show up to the actual class. But I was already signed up for the anger management course.
All right.
And
Stop.
I did show up.
Stop. Anger management program. What does that consist of exactly? I order it in every case almost, but I've never been to see what it's like. Is it a multi-time program or is it a one thing?
It's well, if you're doing it through Family Services, it's sessions, and you have to pay per session. Then you have the option to do it through Court Solutions online, and it's a 12-hour course. It's self-paced. You pay a one-time fee, and then once you complete it, you print off the certificate and they bring it in.
Okay. How many times do the probationers have to go to a class?
For anger management, they're going in person. It is once a week.
For how long?
12 weeks.
12 weeks. 12 weeks. 12 times. You got to go 12 times.
And they normally
Did you do that?
So
No. Not even close.
And they were supposed to update me about when they were going to come back.
Let me just tell you this. You have everything to lose. We have 5,000 probationers. You've got to do your part you had an obligation. You sign it. This is what I plan to do. This is my promises I make. And you can't rely on them. You've got to do your own heavy lifting and figure it out. And don't blame it on nobody told me. You've got to take a positive effort.
Right.
It's your life. It's your freedom.
Right. So that's
We got 5,000 probationers we're working with. But we can't be, this isn't first grade. You're an adult. You've got to do some of the heavy lifting on your own. You have an order of this court that you have to perform. You can't blame it on the fact that nobody told you how to do it. You've got to go seek it out.
right.
Family to report September 14th, 2024 for a judicial review.
that was for here.
For here.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. She didn't come to court.
No, she didn't.
Explain that one away, if you can.
I I wasn't aware that I was supposed to be in court.
Yes, you were.
Because I was told last year when I spoke to Judge Stevens' court that my charges were already dropped. They looked in.
Nobody said that.
Into my name, and that is what I was.
Nobody said that with my court.
The call number.
They don't do that. That's not what they do.
Well, they are paid to give me the information since I was representing myself at that time as pro se. And so they were giving me.
You know what they say about people who represent themselves? You know what they say about you? You're a smart lady. You know what they say about people who represent themselves who aren't lawyers? You have a fool for a client. That's an old saying from way back. That's a foolish choice. You're not competent to do this. You didn't go to law school. Not that you're not capable. You probably are. But you don't have the qualifications, the experience, the training. It takes more than just wanting to do it. It'd be like me doing hair coloring. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd have to learn it. I mean, I don't know.
This is one of the most important legal lessons in the entire hearing. The judge isn't trying to insult the defendant. He's explaining why representing yourself in a criminal case can be incredibly risky. Court procedures, legal rules, and strategy take years to master. And one mistake can cost you your freedom.
But this, I have 4 degrees, and that's what it takes to be a lawyer. You think I just dreamed that up one day and then I can start representing myself? I can, but there's that old saying, if you want to represent yourself, you have a fool for a client. Because it takes, especially if you're not trained in it and you don't have the law degree and you don't have the bar license, all of that is important to handling other people's lives, including yourself. This is freedom. This is part of the Constitution. You don't want to lose that because you think you can handle something. Brain surgery. Do you do much of that? No. And I'm not being facetious about it, but I'm not being facetious. It takes years of training. Yeah. Don't interrupt me when I speak. Stop. It takes years.
Do you
want to interrupt me again, ma'am? Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is this that hard? When I speak, everybody's got to stop. That's kind of the rule because she can't take 2 people speaking over each other. Okay? And next time it happens, you're in contempt of court, which means you go to jail for a longer period of time. You've been warned. You want to speak over me again?
What you want to do is what you kind of
ma'am.
Like,
Don't talk.
Ma'am.
Listen for it.
Ma'am.
Let me finish this.
Ma'am,
Okay.
You're in timeout. We're going to treat you like the child you're acting like. You're in timeout. I'll deal with this next week. Okay? I'll deal with this next week. I've had enough of your rudeness and you're speaking over everybody. Just like that. You're going to go to jail. I'll deal with this next week.
Okay.
Bye.
This is my first time ever being.
No, it's not, ma'am.
Yes, it is. I've never been in trouble.
Ma'am, you're an adult.
Why are you pulling my?
Ma'am, you're under arrest.
What began as a probation hearing ended with the defendant being taken into custody, not because of the original allegations alone, but because the courtroom itself demands respect and order. This case is a reminder that how you conduct yourself before a judge can change the outcome just as much as the evidence.